Hi everyone, welcome back to Lost on the Couch. I'm David.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Zola.
I'm Hassan. I have no styles.
And they have no context for why you said that. We're going to watch Lost Season 3, Episode 9, entitled Stranger in a Strange Land.
I think this episode's about Jack.
It's just
Zola predicts it's Jack, probably because she saw Jack in the thumbnail. Sorry guys,
Why would you
I try
tell them
really
that?
hard.
Because we don't deceive our audiences. Like and subscribe.
Exactly, we're honest with our audience.
we don't deceive. Like and subscribe.
You say like and
Get us
subscribe
on
so much
Patreon.
after the perfect things. It's always like, it's like you predict something like, wow, how'd you predict that? Like and subscribe. It's great.
Just
You want more good predictions? Like and subscribe.
just so you guys know ahead of time,
Uh-oh.
I will no longer be a stranger in a strange land because I'm getting new glasses.
Thanks to our Patreon subscribers.
Like and subscribe.
We appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for funding the Zola Glasses Fund.
Oh my god.
You guys will see them when they arrive in the next couple episodes. So stay subscribed.
We already saw what they look like.
So
We're
what
gonna do
happened?
like a glasses reveal.
The glasses reveal episode. Oh my gosh.
We should start off the episode with a paper bag over Zola's.
No. You know what we're gonna
Please.
do?
And
I'm
And
gonna
then you'll
have
introduce,
these.
Audrey will introduce herself, and then when it gets to Zola, so we'll take it off her head.
No. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a Princess Diaries reveal.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna do the
Like-
picture here, and then it's gonna open up to the picture.
Yes.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. We're doing it. So what happened last episode before we do this episode?
Desmond is weird and sees the future now.
Desmond had to relive his life
That's a
for
more accurate
2
description.
days.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Insult.
And he predicted that Charlie shall die.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has seen Charlie die in 2 different ways now.
We've seen him almost in many ways.
And to answer your little thing that you said, Audrey, last episode, at the end you said, well, is he seeing other things besides Charlie's death? Or did Zola say that? I forget.
I don't know.
We know that he has. What is the other thing he saw?
The lightning rod?
No, that had to do with Charlie's death.
Oh, Jack's speech.
Locke's
Locke's
speech. Yeah.
Oh,
So we do know that he sees more than that.
Right.
Yep, that was that episode. He lived his life again. He met
Excuse
the
my
crazy
French.
lady with the
Yeah.
ring who told him that it's your destiny to go to the island. This is your path. You can't choose your path. You just have to do it.
That was so weird.
Pretty sad. And he broke up with Penny. And we saw him meet Charlie.
Charlie was busking, probably for drug money.
I know, and then he said, "This is why we don't do drugs." And I was like, "You
That
can't
is-
say that."
I love that irony. I'm so glad you picked up on that.
I don't think that he was doing drugs yet.
Why was he busking?
No,
then?
because he wasn't in a band officially yet.
And because
Oh.
We saw when he started doing
the
drugs.
lady said you still have to do 2 years, right? Before he does the boat race.
He did training for 2 years. Somebody said 2 years.
The lady, she said 2 years, and
Did she?
2 years from now, you're going to be on that boat and you're going to crash.
Wow,
into
so
the
it's 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he went to the army and trained
island.
and got discharged from the army. All in
Do we
that.
know why he got discharged?
His father,
We
her father,
don't know why he got discharged.
Didn't-
Dishonorable.
discharged.
Because
Discharge.
he wanted him to come race for his company?
No, remember the scene? The father said, if you take this money and go
And go
leave-
away and never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was being discharged anyway.
But I thought he was getting be discharged because of the father.
What do you mean?
I don't think we know.
A discharge
Oh,
is like
really?
when you violate, like
Yeah.
you commit a
No,
violation.
but I
of
thought
the
there was
army.
Or,
something
like,
that
you
the
were
father
become
did
disabled.
to cause
It
that.
could be Zola. I don't recall if that was the case, but I know that when he was stamping his thing, he was like, "You are now dishonorably discharged from the Royal Scots
Because he went
Regiment."
to jail. That's right. Wasn't he in jail?
Oh, he was in prison.
Yeah.
He ended up going to prison, and then when he got out of prison, maybe Widmore bailed him out of prison and said, "Here's your new life. Here's your new money away from my daughter." I think that's what it was.
Why would you bail someone out of jail to make them go away?
Because
They're like, but if you're in jail, you obviously can't marry.
That's a
Wow,
good
I guess
question.
No,
That's
I
what
think
keep
he
in
was
your mind.
released. I think he was released that day. Like,
Maybe he was just released. He was
And he
there to
just
pick
picked
him
him
up.
up.
He was like, "Get in the car." Oh yeah, because he was walking, and then he just drove up and was like,
Yeah.
"Get in the car." Yeah. Get in the car. It's not as good
That
an
was
impression
really
as you owe him one church.
You owe him a church.
Every
do
freaking
that.
time.
I'm so impressed.
That is hilarious. They predict it's a Jack episode. Does anybody else want to dissent from Zola real quick and say maybe it's going to be a different episode, even though we saw Jack in the end?
Yeah, I feel like we
Alright.
saw Jack recently.
Maybe it's gonna be a different episode.
Maybe it's about.
Good job, Hassan.
Yeah.
Just what a dissenter you are.
I'll dissent. Maybe it's about Locke on the north side of the island.
Maybe they find Jack.
I dissented myself.
Maybe it's about Carl.
Maybe it's a whole flashback
Maybe
about
it's
Carl,
about Carl
and Alex.
because Carl hasn't been to the other island yet. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, he's a stranger with
In
the
this
strange land of people who are. They took him on the boat and they started sailing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, shall we?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
TV-14. Can't forget that part.
TV-14.
We have to go back.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just do it.
You give me one good reason to turn
Because we
around.
can't leave Jack behind.
She waited till you got all the way out there to say stop and go back.
God loves you as he loved Jacob.
Okay, thanks for the input. Jack's on his own.
Also,
Yes.
like, it's better that she doesn't go back because then they can't hold them hostage as blackmail
Yes.
for Jack.
Which is what they did to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like go back to the island and get more people in return.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, come up with a plan with
Meet up with
actual.
John.
You don't need a Carl.
Also,
And
Jack
Sawyer
is
and
a
Kate.
skilled surgeon, and they don't have a surgeon. So, you know, I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna kill Jack.
Yeah.
Unless he ends up
Time to
killing
get
Ben.
up.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving you.
If you're gonna kill me, please at least show me the respect of not calling it moving.
Now, why would we kill you?
Because you're done with me.
What kind of people do you think we are, Jack?
Oh, I don't know, Tom. Kind of people that would hang Charlie from a tree, would kidnap children. That's the kind of people I think you are.
Well, those are the facts.
You see this glass house you're living in, Jack? How about I get you some stone?
What?
How you doing?
Casually?
I guess she wasn't supposed to let them get away.
Oh, they're putting her in there.
Dr. Jack wants soda, Dr. Jack.
You know I can't understand a word you're saying, right? You're welcome.
Is this his like gone off the deep end moment?
Slamming Coca-Colas.
His wife was cheating on him. This is a weird Jack.
He's a surgeon, but he can't figure out a kite.
The body is probably easier than putting a kite together, right?
How romantic.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm Jack.
Achara.
Achara.
Honestly impressed. Good job, Jack.
Oh, they put him in the polar bear.
Why did I was like, they're gonna put him in a cage.
Why are you moving Juliet into my room?
Cause she's in trouble, Jack.
My room, she's in
I
trouble.
don't try anything stupid.
Say that like you're not watching me from that camera right there.
Ben told me you got into the surveillance room.
He's like, this is where Kate and Sawyer had sex.
I totally forgot about that.
Me too until
Let me
just
ask you
now.
something. You risk your neck, you cut them loose, and they run away and don't ever look back.
Thanks for the sandwich.
He wanted to know
I'd be
why.
glad.
If we just keep going, we can circle around.
We got no food, no water. I can't steer in the dark.
Then I'll steer.
It's a salty relationship.
You shouldn't fight because you're lucky to be alive.
Golly, I think he's got a point.
That island we were on, is that where your people live?
It's just where we work.
Work on what?
Projects.
Like to steal a kid off the raft project?
Do you live here?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you do with the people that you took?
We give them a better life.
Better than what?
Better than yours.
So he lived a better life than them?
Me and Alex used to lie in my backyard at night, make up names for the constellations.
You have backyards?
Yeah.
Well, ain't that quaint?
Is he about to get shocked?
He's about to learn a lesson.
Thought you were locked up.
They let me out to examine Ben. I took this about 10 minutes ago. They're infected, aren't they? Will you come look at them? I'm asking you as a personal favor to me.
Why?
You want me to help him again? Are you sure about that, Juliet?
Yes.
Because he said that he would let you go home.
No. It's because I'm in trouble. I just killed someone. That's why they put me in your room.
I'm not gonna help him. And I'm not gonna help you.
Watch him like hit it and get shocked. It would have been funny if he like punched it right after.
Yeah, slapped.
right in front of her.
That is actually hilarious.
This is so weird. Why is he here? What's happening?
Mysteries of Lost.
Betty, babe. Betty, babe.
My brother likes you.
Well, I'm a very likable guy.
Why is you don't know how to fly a kite?
My dad worked a lot, and
I have no interest in your father.
I'm pretty tired of talking about it.
Some things are personal.
That's weird. She's weird.
So you're...
สวัสดีครับคุณอัชรา
สวัสดีครับ
ตามสัญญานะครับ
That's strange.
I have a gift.
Must be one hell of a gift.
What is happening?
เกิดดังก่อนแต่อาจจะยัง
What?
ดังเกิดดังแหงโง่ I was just reading your tattoos. Bit ironic.
You find what ironic?
What it says. You do know what it says.
I know what it says.
It's fairly common for some things to get lost in translation.
I know what it says.
I want to know what it says. I've wanted to know since the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to talk to you and ask you a few questions.
She's so creepy. And that weird hairstyle.
As you may have gathered, there's been an incident that I'm investigating and I need to ask you some questions. Did Juliet ask you to kill Ben?
Nope.
No, I was lying. And turning you people against each other was my best chance of creating chaos.
Why are you lying for her, Jack?
She's so creepy.
I'd like to go back to my cage now.
This is so weird. Oh.
They're very quiet steps and heels.
It's because they're wedges.
What do you think? It's late. I went for a swim in the ocean.
Watching the day off of you, huh? After a month of you coming and going whenever you want, find out something about you.
A month? I just can't anymore. I agree.
Like your gift.
About your gift.
Like my gift. Are you having fun with me, Jack?
What are these lines?
Let's have fun.
I'd have nightmares too, Jeff.
Oh my god. They're all watching.
What is happening?
Hey, Jack.
Do I know you?
She looks familiar.
Stewardess,
Cindy.
what are you doing here with them? I thought you were taken. You were.
It's not that simple.
What are they doing here right now? What are you doing here?
We're here to watch. What is that, sweetheart? She wants to know how Anna Lucy is doing.
These are all the people.
Are you
they've
serious?
taken.
What?
If you've got something to watch, Cindy, go watch it!
These are all the people they've taken.
Yeah, but this is so weird. What are they watching? That is so weird. And there was a teddy bear. Carl's gonna be gone. He went back home.
You think he took the boat?
He's gone. Carl's gone.
The boat gone now? What the?
What the hell was
I
that
knew he was
for?
gonna hit him.
Thought you people were supposed to be tough. I've been with a lot of girls. Every now and again, there's one. One you name dumb stars with. Sally Slingshot.
Alex.
Yeah. You love her?
More than anything.
Then go back to wherever the hell your yards are and get her back.
She's really just wrecking havoc.
Why'd you save his life? After all he did to you and your people, you should hate it.
You're his daughter. Where's Juliet?
She's with the rest of them. They're gonna read her verdict. They're pretty strict about killing one of our own. If it wasn't for you, she never would have done it. Your turn, Jack.
I saved your father because I said I would. Ben, your father, is he still in charge?
Yeah.
Get me out of this cage.
The cavalry has arrived at last.
There's so many lines in this that aren't supposed to be funny, but are. I mean, that one probably was supposed to be funny, but
Much more impressed with you people if you had a good surgeon.
they like
We
me
had an
too.
excellent surgeon, Chad. His name was Ethan.
You need to be very closely monitored. You might not walk again.
Your bedside manner leaves something to be desired, Chad.
Well, then it's too bad you're stuck with me. You need a doctor, Ben.
And here we go again.
Your people are in a room deciding whether or not to execute Juliet. You're gonna stop it.
Juliet doesn't care about you, Jack. She's one of us.
She's one of us, but she killed one of you.
And give me something to write on.
Why has he been there for a month? Oh, no.
Drinking.
He can't have a drinking problem.
You following me?
What is all this?
This is where I work. And you shouldn't be here.
Tattoo parlor, that was your big secret? Your gift?
I am not a tattoo artist. I'm able to see it in people are. This is my gift. And I mark that.
So she is a tattoo artist.
So tell me who I am.
You are an outsider.
So you can sleep with me. Do you see who I am, Achara?
A great man. This makes you lonely and angry.
Now put it on me. Put it on me.
There will be consequences, Jack.
There always are.
This is so weird.
Alex. What the hell did you bring him here?
What's going on, Alex?
I feel like the others wouldn't trust Alex.
It's because of who she is.
Ben has commuted Juliet's sentence.
Everyone wants to be in charge when Ben's down and out.
He has, however, ordered her to be
Marked.
Probably better than execution, maybe?
I don't know. Did you see their faces?
Where are you going?
What? Oh no.
Get beat up?
Hey, I know you.
What? So confused.
You leave this country? Do you understand me?
This is the episode. This is the episode they took to the studio.
What just happened?
I'm telling you, this is the episode.
We saw him get his tattoos.
Yeah, but the episode makes no sense.
Let me see.
Jack.
They mark you. Let me see it.
She's like, Jack, stop. It's in an inappropriate place. Oh my gosh, is it a tramp stamp?
It's like a brand, kind of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is the point of that? No one can see it.
How do those pants stay white in the jungle?
Why did you help me?
Told you he was gonna let you go home. He told me the same thing. We're gonna make sure he keeps his word.
And how are we going to do that?
Together.
She's like, but I don't care about you.
Your friends know where we are, so we have to leave this island to go back to where we live.
You what?
I'll let him go.
He could have let us back to where they live.
What, you think I cut him loose because I'm so damn sensitive? The kid's a target. Ben ain't never gonna stop looking for
All
us.
Ben wants is that kid as far from his daughter as possible. I've gotten so good at telling you what to do, I can't think for myself anymore.
Don't take it out on me because you feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I didn't have a choice.
I'm not talking about leaving Jack. I'm talking about you.
Me. I know you did it because you thought I was a dead man. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go.
I can't wait for everyone to get off this island and go to therapy.
Too bad Libby's not alive. Continue her therapy.
Man. I still want to know what happened with her. I haven't given up on hearing her story, honestly.
He walks amongst us, but he is not one of us. That's what they say.
That's what they say. It's not what they mean.
What do they mean, Jack?
Is that another boat out there? I've never noticed that before.
I feel like they have lots of boats. Oh, the big boat can't get all the way in.
Yeah.
Oh, that is part of...
Titanic.
Watch it hit an iceberg. There's just polar bears chilling next to an iceberg.
I didn't know there were icebergs in the tropics.
I didn't know there were polar bears in the tropics.
Touche.
Phew!
That episode was so weird.
I still think it's the episode.
I am so glad we made it through that episode. What did you guys think of the episode?
This is okay.
It made no sense.
It just
All right,
made me
Hassan?
laugh at all the times I
I know,
shouldn't have
Hassan, you
laughed.
go first.
Alright, let me think about it. He got an infection, he cut a deal,
And
he put aloe vera on her lower back.
Yes, all those things happen. Great job.
Sawyer is making excuses about sleeping with Kate,
Yes, that was interesting. Okay, yes.
even though, you know, it meant something to both of them, but he wants to act like he knows it didn't mean anything to her because he's kind of...
They're both being dumb.
And then...
I'm over their pettiness.
And then Carl.
Carl.
Strange guy.
I like Sawyer's chat with Carl. That was probably one of the funnier...
Strange guy.
good.
That was one of the
moments.
moments that it was supposed to be funny.
That actually was funny, yes. And then also we learned about his tattoos finally.
Yeah. I think it's the question from this episode is how are they gonna save Jack now?
Yes.
That's just
'Cause they
got really complicated.
But I'm so confused. Does that mean there are 3 islands?
No, what are you confused about? Let's clarify that before Zola gives her
Because oh no, there are 2, right? Because so Sawyer and Kate are trying to get back to their camp.
Yes.
So they went back to the other island.
Main island.
And then they asked Carl, "Do you live there?" And he said no. And they said, "Do you live here?" And he said yes.
Correct.
So that means they both live on the same island?
Correct. And we've seen those houses with backyards.
So it's actually easier for them to get Jack.
So Jack is on the main island now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they just took a boat over to the main island.
Oh.
Because remember, their like suburbia
So-
is in the middle of the island.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yep.
that means it's easier for them to get Jack, and Alex can find Carl. Like, it's actually working out better.
Oh, I
It
thought
is.
they were
It's so
going to
confusing.
a third island. I was like, what?
I know, I
No,
thought so too,
no,
because
no.
the way that they made it seem in the show, and then I was like, but
No,
'cause
you're
the way
right.
that they were playing out the like dramatics of like Carl and Alex, and like Jack and Kate and Sawyer being separated, I'm like, but they're actually gonna be like all in the same
Yeah,
place.
and that's actually a fair point that I rarely think about. I usually skip this episode actually when I watch through the series, but
yeah, because
but yeah, I haven't really thought about that.
they make it very dramatic and like, oh, they're so far apart, when in reality,
The episode
they're getting
was not
closer.
good.
All right, Zola, that's a perfect segue. What are your thoughts? That's it? Not good?
It was just, it made no sense.
Yeah,
It
what,
made
what was that mark?
absolutely no sense. Yeah, that mark, like all of these things could have been done a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
did they mark her though? What is that gonna have significance later?
To show that she's a traitor or what? But the thing is, like, who's gonna see that? They're gonna be like, lift up
That's
your shirt.
why it makes no
yeah,
sense.
that's why I was like, that's dumb.
Oh, so you're
Everything in
saying-
the episode was convenient to the point that it's forgettable. Okay?
Interesting.
Well, is this
None
is
of
the
it-
mark gonna have a significance later?
Maybe, but even if it does, like, that's the point. Is like you're gonna have to get up close to her to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know. Just it was. I can see why they would take that episode and be like,
So
we need an
let me
ending.
fully explain. Yeah, so after this episode, they use this episode as one to say, hey, we can't just keep doing flashbacks on these characters if we don't know how many flashbacks we're going to have, how many more episodes to tell these stories, and so like this is the kind of stuff that the network's going to be getting if you don't let us proceed towards an ending, So this was the lowest point of the series, I think, and the lowest point of the season for sure.
Yes. So this was the episode.
I'm
So
also
this
just
was the
like-
episode. My least favorite of the series, for sure, right here. So.
It makes a lot of sense why the very first episode when I go, I wonder what his tattoos mean. You laugh.
And that's why
And now
I zoomed
I'm
in
like-
on my face
I'm like
because
so disappointed. that
everybody in the comment. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just so disappointed that the question I had from the very first episode
Relates to
was
this.
such a bummer. Was such a letdown.
That's why everyone in the comment was like, Audrey wants to know about her about his tattoos.
I don't want to know anymore. Stupid.
Yeah.
So what does it mean when Jack says that at the end? It's what
I
they say,
know.
but it's not what they mean.
Who knows?
So
David's like read a lot of stuff on Lost, right?
yeah.
Is
So
there any clarification on that?
So it turns out that his tattoos don't actually even say that. They say something similar. I think you can correct me in the comments, please.
Like
type
in
it up.
real life?
In real life, those are his real tattoos, and
I
the
thought
5
so.
is because he was on the show Party of 5 before this.
So what do they actually?
I forget what they actually say. I can look it up. It's probably sitting in there. Actually, it's probably not in here. I'll look it up and let you guys know. But yeah, I think combined like story wise, but also the acting.
Yeah, the acting was
did not
horrible.
like the acting,
There were
especially the flashback.
so many stupid, cheesy one-liners, and that's why I kept
Oh my
laughing. So it's like
God.
this isn't
The
supposed to be
scene
cheesy,
in the
but
tent?
it is. That was
What
so
With the
stupid.
girl.
Oh yeah, I know that was
And
the
then,
worst.
like, making it seem like she was a prostitute the whole time
I
for it to be some
know.
weird, sultry tattoo thing.
I'm like, she literally walked into a straight up red light district in Thailand, okay? Like, what did you want me to think? Also, the whole kite thing, what was that? What was that? We really
I
expect
forgot about
we
the
told
Jack.
we really expect
You know
Jack
what?
to be flying
I'm
a kite
gonna-
because his father never taught him how to fly a kite. It's really complicated when you don't have a dad to teach you.
And then when she was like, I don't care about your
I know, I was like, damn.
I was like, all right.
And why did it get beat
Tinder
up?
date gone bad.
Also, her outfits were horrible. Terrible makeup, terrible
It's literally
hair.
the writers trying to make us think that she's a prostitute. The
I never
entire
thought
time.
about that. But
They're
yeah,
literally
right.
they imply
Well, I was young when I first watched
They
it.
imply
Okay.
it so heavy just for it to be that like weird scene.
Oh yeah, and
it was like
he's like, you come in and out of here, and anytime you want in the month, and she's like, it's my gift, and then she gets paid by some man like in front of him. Like, come on,
dude, yeah. They like heavy imply it.
Like,
and then
okay.
they don't even take it any further. Like he just leaves the country after. Like that made no sense, okay? That made no sense. He just
like,
leaves the country.
crying.
There will be
She's like,
consequences.
There will be consequences. There always is. Like, Jack!
Yes! Oh my god!
Why was
okay,
it that
so-
serious?
Is there anything in there that is part of the plot?
That's what I want to talk about right now. Actually.
Okay, good, good.
Not things that'll be part of the plot, but
No.
name
One main question before you answer anything.
What?
Will we ever see her again?
who Achara.
Yeah.
We will never see her again.
I knew that. I knew we were never gonna see her again. And that's how you know it's a bad episode.
I know.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else, but yeah,
everything.
yeah.
We see her brother again, though.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
We see that little kid again. No, I'm kidding.
Dude.
So I will say my least favorite line is "Put it on me." Okay, that's probably my least favorite. But I will talk about a couple redeeming qualities because as much as I dislike this episode, I want to talk about a couple comparisons, whether or not that makes it better or not. That doesn't matter. But there is a comparison to draw between him getting the tattoos and Juliet getting marked, because it's like the symbolism of like, okay, he was marked.
I caught that.
And also Isabel was like commenting on it, and then also was talking to Juliet about she's gonna be marked. Like, maybe she's gonna get the same tattoo as Jack. Who knows? Like, Isabel was obsessed with the tattoo. Oh, and then I guess the aspect of seeing all of them staring at Jack was interesting.
That was weird.
Getting to see Cindy again. You remember who she was now, finally? Okay.
The one that went missing.
With Ana Lucia's group. Yeah, the stewardess.
And then the
in
kids.
the first episode. And the two kids who
Forgot
were there.
about them completely.
They were kidnapped,
honestly.
like, pretty violently in that other 48 Days episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw them again. That was cool. Oh, Ethan. We had a great surgeon, Jack. His name was Ethan. That was a cool little tidbit.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's some stuff in there that definitely makes the episode worth watching on your first time. But we're not going to skip an episode. But I'm just so glad we made it through it.
I mean, but yeah.
I think I don't really care about the Jack and marking, like the tattoo and Juliet marking, because right now I don't even understand why she was marked. Maybe in the future I'll care, but to me that's a pointless detail.
It does give us also an insight a little bit onto the structure of the others, because they obviously have some kind of rule system that, like, if you kill someone,
Ben just gets
you're
to
going to
trump
be killed.
everything.
But Ben has power, just like written power. There is some of that kind of cool stuff going on, like dynamics between
The
them.
fact that Ben was like, Juliet's one of us, like, she's never going to care about you. Okay, well then why did she kill one of you?
Because Ben said, I will let you off this island if you help them escape.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So there you go,
weird.
folks. That was Stranger and Stranger. They made it past. You know how badly I wanted to say, this is the episode you're going to hate prior to watching it, but I couldn't do it. I had to let them draw their own conclusions.
No, I'm glad you didn't, because then I really would have just zoned out.
Yeah. And I also really don't want to end it on this episode. But bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll want to watch our next episode, even though I'm sure this episode has half the views of all the other episodes. But,
who would want to watch that?
If you guys have made it this far, leave a comment below on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.